So finally I am focusing a bit on the Polaris. There are a few changes that are going to happen with this specific ship. First of all, its pricing will go up after the fleet week. So this might be one of your last chances to get this thing for a bit cheaper. Now the price increase might be 10 to 20%, it might not be anything massive. The price changes happen to ships which are moving onward from the concept state. It may not be a gradual price increase, or it just may be a price bump right before or when the ship is getting near finished status. The Polaris has been in the works for quite a while, and one of the main focuses with this ship was to make it into a capital corvette, carrying extremely powerful turrets and torpedo armaments capable of destroying other capital ships or big ships in general. The idea behind these torpedoes was same as the Eclipse and the Retaliator, to have some of these really heavy hitting torps which could take down big ships. But the Polaris will take it even further, because Polaris will have, instead of size 9, will have size 10 torps. And these size 10s are supposed to be roughly 80 to 90% more powerful than the size 9s. Now that would mean it could basically one-shot every other vehicle which we have currently available in Star Citizen. But we also need to note that these missiles can be destroyed, so if you have some gunners who can focus on missiles on these big ships, none of those might actually hit. Perhaps you noticed the Polaris also flying about in the verse around some of the orbital stations, so it is a good time to actually compare how big and fat of a ship it is compared to Idris, because Idris was also available at some of the stations and locations. So I took my Vanguard and flew rather close to two of them to see how big they actually are. They roughly seem to be the same size, but there is a clear difference that the Idris is bigger and fatter and of course has that beautiful railgun, while the Polaris is a bit more smooth, cone-shaped, but also has these equally big thrusters in the rear. It's not as thick and goes for a sleek look. A big ship nonetheless, but still a ridiculously huge and well-armed machine to take down other ridiculously huge and well-armed machines. Of course, its main focus may not be destroying all those little light fighters with those torps. It will be quite interesting to see how devastating that thing can actually be. But for time being, I guess we can leave it at that. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and thank you for watching.